Let's bring in Longview Global Senior Policy Analyst DeWardrick McNeal. He is a CNBC contributor. DeWardrick, great to have you with us. What's your take on what the ramifications are of this incident?
Well, I've heard some of what the traders have been saying and agree. This has implications for not just politics, but let me just start with the TikTok piece for a minute, because TikTok has been on death watch here in Washington for quite some time. And I do believe that an incident like this will only add fuel to the fire, that some action must be taken at the federal level against TikTok. And I will also say that when you think about things like outbound investment screening, which is also a discussion that's happening right now in Washington, I think the real question will be, will we want to see U.S. capital going to Beijing to continue to develop its tech sector, dual-use technology to be deployed in the way that it's been deployed? So the balloon matters for all of these reasons. Broadly speaking, the bilateral relationship, which was already on life support, I fear now that we're stuck in this state because I don't see how either side, the domestic politics, will allow for a diplomatic thaw to happen, which was what the Blinken trip was all about. And so I'm just concerned that now we're stuck for quite a long time in this sort of toxic, aggravated state because of this balloon mission.
What would retaliation, or what could retaliation look like if it were done in a quote-unquote commensurate way?
That's a very good question, Melissa, and it concerns me. If you remember the Ministry of Foreign Affairs statement, I think Tim raised this, the rhetoric has shifted from apologetic to very bellicose. And they said in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs statement, we reserve the right to take retaliatory action in the same manner that the U.S. took. What worries me about that is aggressive intercepts on the South China Sea side outside of China's 12 nautical mile radius off of their coast. And they do these aggressive intercepts all the time. We're likely to see more of that. And that is very concerning because it's escalatory, not de-escalatory in nature.
DeWardrick, it's Tim. So on that note, when militaries are talking, or when there's a diplomatic relationship, even the worst of enemies have an understanding of where the other side stands. And to me, it almost feels like the worst thing is going on. Nobody's talking. We've seen this in our relationship with Russia. We've seen this in other key kind of, call them acrimonious parts around the world. Talk about that and how fragmented and really how obstructed are those conversations at this point?
Yeah, very good point, Tim. Look, at the height of the Cold War, there was a mechanism in place where there were rules of the road and ways in which we will engage. That doesn't exist. That mechanism for the new era of competition in U.S.-China relation doesn't exist. And what makes this balloon mission so disappointing is that the Blinken trip was the beginning of a discussion to try and have this conversation about guardrails and what a relationship should look like in this era of competition. So I'm concerned, Tim, that the calendar is also not our friend, because the next opportunity for a leader-to-leader meeting Biden and Xi may not happen until November in San Francisco at the APEC leaders meeting. So that's a long time without a real mechanism to manage a crisis or deal with conflict like we're seeing with this surveillance balloon. So I am a little worried here that if we don't get some of those guardrails in place, this will continue to escalate and could get out of hand.
DeWardrick, it's Karen. Thanks for being on. Let me ask you, what do you think China was thinking, particularly with the timing of having this balloon over our land and air and our space? Does this happen all the time and we just never make a big deal of it? Or how did they miscalculate, especially with the timing of the Blinken trip?
That is one of the questions, Karen, I've been trying to wrap my head around since Wednesday, because none of it really, from a timing perspective, makes sense to me, given all that was at stake. We've talked about the Blinken trip, but here domestically, you know that the House Republicans are standing up this select committee on competition with the Chinese Communist Party. The TikTok debate is going on. China itself is trying to put on a diplomatic charm offensive. So this mission, all of those things were, quite frankly, sapped as a result of this mission. So I can't really wrap my head around what they were thinking, what they were hoping to do, and why they chose this time, unless it was somewhere in the Chinese party state apparatus, they were trying to spoil this mission. But I'm still trying to figure that one out, Karen.
Well, China apparently did replace its chief national weather person in the aftermath of this. So I don't know if that's a cover-up or maybe this was a climate research balloon. DeWardrick, great to have you with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa.
DeWardrick McNeal, Longview Global. The impact of TikTok is really interesting.
Totally. We've been talking about it. He said that's been, on the, listen, going back to the Trump administration, here's another thing going back to the Trump administration. Remember those tariffs? They're still on. Remember we've been escalating this. I mean, the Biden administration has taken another step, right? So not having advanced chips being sold out there. I mean, this is going to continue to get ratcheted up. So this economic Cold War might get a little hot. I think situations like this seem to be a little bit of a smokescreen. I just can't really wrap my political science mind around this or foreign policy mind and say that this was like a well thought out sort of plan, you know what I mean, especially in front of the Blinken thing. So I think it's probably best to dismiss it. The stuff that we look, through the lens of the markets and everything is all the other stuff. It's all the economic stuff that is bubbling up. It's going to continue to go that way. And I think the TikTok one is probably low hanging fruit.
I just think, McCarthy is supposed to be going to Taiwan in April. I think this sets them up to do some sort of retaliatory something, and that's the commensurate or the response.
Right.
This was total posturing going into this summit. I mean, there's no question about that. What the balloon then means and the reactions and all that. But going into an important summit to have to even deal with this issue, someone was sending a message of force.